Hi, welcome in tonight. I am sports editor Lizzie Arbogast alongside managing editor Santana Wood. We are with Tallapoosa Publishers, and we are here to give you some more coronavirus updates tonight. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty great. Glad to be here as usual. How are you doing?
I'm good. I actually wrote a little bit about sports today, so that was nice.
That's
A
great.
nice a
So
nice change of
cool.
pace. Obviously, we are hard at work. Even myself about our coronavirus coverage. We want to make sure that we're giving you as accurate and informative information as possible. We couldn't do it without the support of Russell Medical Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine, who has been graciously sponsoring this podcast, and obviously you guys all watching every evening.
Yeah, we really appreciate Russell Medical Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine for sponsoring this show, and everyone for tuning in nightly to get the latest updates. And tonight we really want to talk about flattening the curve. We have talked about that a lot, but it is really so important. And across the state, there was a jump of more than 300 positive cases of the coronavirus, with nearly 2,500 at 2,499 as of 6:30 tonight. And that's the biggest jump that we've seen yet.
Yeah, we have been working today and come up with some graphs that we wanted to show you about Alabama's curve, as well as our local curve. So you'll see now on your screen Alabama's curve. It's important to remember that the first real day that we started reporting these numbers was March 18th. There was 51 cases, and now 21 days later, there are nearly 2,500. So that's an increase of over 119 per day.
Yeah, I think that, the numbers continue to just grow quite a bit, and it's important to realize that it started out small, not even a full month ago, 3 weeks ago, and now have gone up considerably across the state and just continue to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've also put together a local curve graph that you're going to be seeing now. With each day's number reports, we're also trying to get what has been going on locally, and we'll get into that in just a minute. But right now, we want to show you those curves. That steepest curve that you'll see is Tallapoosa County. Tallapoosa County, unfortunately, had another large jump of increase of 10 since this morning's report. That blue line there in the middle is Elmore County, and Coosa County is that yellow line.
Yeah, Tallapoosa County started out with its first confirmed case on March 23rd, and now, April 8th, here we are. The case numbers have grown up to 43 confirmed cases. So I think that, it's just so important for us to continue to stress, flatten that curve how we can. I think that a lot of municipalities are, in my opinion, doing the right thing by putting out curfews and the stay-at-home order from the state. I think that those are all really important proactive measures to take in order to really tackle this thing and hopefully flatten it a little bit as best we can. I can only imagine what it would look like if these measures weren't taken, and if people didn't continue to try to, social distance, avoid the gatherings, don't do anything that you don't need to do right now. Just continue to take the precautions.
Yeah, absolutely. And even if it, maybe doesn't seem like that much. I mean, when you kind of put it in perspective of 2,500 in 21 days, that sort of really puts it in perspective that this is something, and that's just our state. You've got to think there's 49 other states in our country. So it's really important to remember, flattening that curve is very important. So we do want to dig into the numbers. Obviously, we've said as of 6:30 p.m. Wednesday night, there were 2,499 confirmed cases, and that is with 18,942 tested.
Yeah, and the Alabama Department of Public Health is reporting 67 reported deaths and 48 people who have confirmed to have died from COVID-19. And since March 13th, there are 314 statewide hospitalizations. Locally, the number continues to grow. Just yesterday, it was at 33 cases in Tallapoosa County, now has grown to 43 cases in Tallapoosa County. It's actually an increase of 10 since our morning report this morning. With the state reporting 124 tests, one death confirmed to be from the coronavirus in Tallapoosa County.
Yeah, and Elmer County also saw a slight increase going from 22 to 24 cases. Again, as of 6:30 p.m., they have had 397 tested, and also 26 tests in Coosa County with 9 reported confirmed cases of the coronavirus. And it's also one of those things you look at those and you think, oh, 39 out of 20 or 24 out of 397. Maybe that's not that bad, but percentage wise, that's more than 5% of everyone that's getting tested. And keep in mind that they're only testing people who are showing symptoms. If you look at that statewide number, it's over 10% of tests that are being given. So it's obviously important to do everything we can to avoid anything like that. The other interesting thing that the ADPH put out today were some case characteristics. So I'll show you guys those as well on your screen.
Yeah, they are now showing these statistics on their site. I think a lot of people had been asking, what are the specifics of these confirmed cases in the state? And, according to these statistics from the state, 74% of positive cases have been between the ages of 19 and 64, 22.7% above 65, and 2.7 under 18. People have said that 19 to 64 is a very broad range, and that it is, but I think it's important for people to understand, whenever we first started learning about the coronavirus, it was, it's only going to affect seniors and people who are immune compromised and such as that. And that's still the case, but I think it's so important to remember that any age you can get it,
Yeah. Some other important statistics to point out from here is that 77% of confirmed cases, again, across the state, have been from non-Hispanic people. Could also be more than that because 19.6% are actually unknown. Only 2.7 are confirmed to be Hispanic. Also, 56.5% of the confirmed cases are females, and 48.4% are white, with 36.9% being black. So those are some interesting case characteristics, and we'll be interested. This is the first day that we've noticed, at least, that the ADPH has reported those. So I'll be interested to see how those change and how those move over the next couple of weeks.
I think it'll be, like anything, it's just going to continue to change, but it's important to remember that these are statewide numbers, and things may be different across the nation, but these are the current statistics according to the state for Alabama. We do want to share a little bit of statewide feel-good news. Governor Kay Ivey did announce her Ribbons of Hope campaign, and through this, she's really urging citizens to tie ribbons to mailboxes, trees, and poles to show support for those frontline workers who are, still having to work and be out in the middle of all this during the stay-at-home order. We also have some locals taking care of this campaign as well, getting involved.
Over in Reeltown, Jennifer Jarvis is making these bows for free for anybody in the area who would like to show their support. All they need to do is provide her with the materials. She did ask for people to contact her. Her number is 334-415-3635. And so that's, something that obviously people can take advantage of or make one of their own. We joked today that we were going to make one and put it on Stella, my dog. It's just sort of something to do to spread some hope and to help people feel good for a little while.
Yeah, and you got to think that whenever those frontline workers are driving home for the night, or after a night shift or whatever it may be, if they see those ribbons all around the area, it's really going to give them a little bit of a boost and make them feel good. So I'm glad to see people in our area doing that.
Yeah. So we'll take a quick break, and we have just a couple of tidbits of local news before we wrap up for the evening.
At Russell Medical Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine, we want you to know we're open. We take COVID-19 seriously and have put precautions in place for the safety and health of our patients. Don't delay treatment. Wound duration lasting more than 30 days is less likely to heal naturally. We treat all types of wounds, cuts, and burns, so intervene early. Wound care is critical. Call us today.
All right, welcome back. Again, I'm sports editor Lizzie Arbogast with Tallapoosa Publishers alongside managing editor Santana Wood. We do want to talk about some local news. Got some unfortunate news that a Bill Nichols resident here in Alexander City did test positive for the coronavirus. He is the first reported case of a resident at a state veterans home in Alabama.
Yeah, those are really, all the details we know at this time. We know that an employee had tested positive previously, and now we do have one resident who has tested positive. So we do know that much right now. Over in Elmore County Community Emergency Response Team volunteers are giving residents of Elmore County who are hospital workers, first responders, senior adults, the option of free grocery delivery. We do have a story online right now in the Wetumpka Herald. You can read that to read some more details, but basically you can place your grocery order online with Piggly Wiggly located in Wetumpka or Walmart in Millbrook, and then call and they will help you arrange the delivery for that.
Yeah, that's very cool to see. Unfortunately, the Eclectic Fire Department did announce that it would be canceling its annual crawfish boil, which was scheduled for May 16th, but it will hold another fundraiser this fall. So please try to remember to support those guys later on when they're going to need it for sure. We do want to talk a little myth versus fact as usual. I don't know if this is necessarily a social media myth or if it's just more of a joke, but we've heard a lot of complaints about curfews that are being put in place in our local communities, and a lot of things like, well, the coronavirus must get worse at night. And we want to be very clear that this is not true, and this is not why the curfews are in place.
Yeah, the local curfews are in place because, there's nothing open in our towns between the hours of 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. anyway. There really should be nothing else that anyone needs to do. With this stay-at-home order right now, it really means stay at home unless you are an essential worker doing your work, or, during the hours that it is not the curfew, you are doing some essential business such as grocery shopping.
Right. The city council or the city government did clarify today, sorry, I lost my words there, that you were allowed to travel through Alexander City if you were coming from another residence to another residence, or you're coming from out of town into your home. But again, we just want to stress personally, there's no need to be out. You can get stopped, even if you're on 280, 22, those kinds of things. So do you want to end the evening with a feel-good story? We've got a story out of Alex City. A traveling nurse, Mallory Adair, just arrived in New York City for 21 straight days of 12-hour shifts to relieve nurses who haven't had any time off.
Yeah, up in New York City, there in New York State, they are seeing, hundreds of deaths daily from the coronavirus. And, it's just really great to see Alexander City residents stepping up and, braving the, really getting in the thick of it up there to be able to help others. And, that's really what she said. She said, of course, it's worrisome to go up there, but this is God's putting me here for a reason, and this is what I'm supposed to do, and I'm here to help. And right now, during this time, that's what nurses and doctors are for. She said we're fighting a battle right now, and people need us. Patients need them. So it's good to see her going up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, we have a lot of frontline workers, EMTs, police officers, firefighters, nurses, doctors, a lot of people on those front lines. So we are really appreciative of those people. And we appreciate you guys coming in every night, and maybe we're starting off your nice night at home since you can't be out in Alexander City. But we appreciate you guys tuning in and all the support that we've gotten throughout all this, because obviously we are trying to work round the clock to provide you guys all the news that we can. We appreciate also the sponsorship from Russell Medical, Wound Care, and Hyperbaric Medicine as well.
We do appreciate all you guys so much, and appreciate you coming to us, every day and every night here, watching our show at 7 p.m. weeknights to give you the latest coronavirus update, and just trusting us as your local news source, because like Lizzie said, we've got a team who's working really, really hard to get you guys this information, and we care so much about informing you. So again, tune in with us every night, every weeknight here at 7 p.m., and we appreciate you. I am Santana Wood, Managing Editor, alongside Lizzie